my name is Maren Achterbeck, and tonight we have a sad story to share. It's the 11th month anniversary of the bombing in Moscow on the night of January 7, 2011. A suicide bomber was able to get through the Russian security and harm himself and many others. This resulted in 35 deaths, as well as over 100 injuries. This horrible event has led to a very interesting question. How, in this day and age, are we able to allow these kinds of tragedies to occur? If there was a kind of technology that could prevent a horrible thing like this, would you really deny the use of it? Here is a nuclear chemistry specialist, Casey Grzena, to inform you on an innovative technology that has the potential to prevent these attacks.
Thanks, Maren. It's good to be here.
So, Casey, describe to us the technology that you claim could prevent terrorist attacks in the future.
Well, they are called TSA scanners, otherwise known as backscatter scanners, and are already being used in many airports around the world.
How exactly do they work?
The backscatter machines operate like this. Low-density X-ray beams are sent out over the person's body, only touching the clothes and a thin layer of skin. The X-ray radiation is then immediately reflected off of the body and anything the person is carrying. Another kind of technology that is used is known as millimeter wave machines. These send out high-frequency transmitters of which surround the passenger, resulting in a 3D image. The transmitters create a radio frequency energy which is then bounced off the surface. Both of these machines take as little as 8 seconds, quick and painless.
What's the advantage to using these kinds of scanners?
Through this process, these machines are able to pick up any nuclear types of chemicals that a passenger may try to sneak onto the plane. In addition, metals and other kinds of weapons are picked up. The traditional metal detectors that one is typically accustomed to simply cannot pick up these types of weapons.
If they are so amazing, why are airports everywhere not using them?
Well, Maren, people are frightened of the radiation they are being exposed to.
Is this a legitimate reason to be concerned?
No, it is not. People even refer to these as cancerous machines. This is simply not the case.
Here we have a mathematician to describe to you why the radiation exposure is nothing to be afraid of.
Thank you, Maren. Well, the amount of radiation one gets through walking into a TSA scanner cannot even compare to the one of what gets on a daily basis. You see, energy is equal to h times the speed of light, divided by the wavelength. So, in this case, the amount of energy emitted is 1.99 joules, not as much as what the average person thinks they are exposed to. These cancerous machines are safe, and the cancerous machines prevent devastation, and these cancerous machines can save the lives of millions of people.
Yes, one is exposed to 100 times more radiation just being on an airplane than one gets from going through the TSA scanner. In addition to this, another issue that the public is concerned about is their privacy. This is Dania A. here to tell you why privacy shouldn't be an issue.
Hi, Maren. These scanners have the ability to produce a near-perfect body image, which scares people away from the idea. However, the airports do not see this image. Instead, they see simply an outline of the person's body, with a description at the bottom of whether or not the passenger is carrying illicit chemicals or weapons. At most airports, they even destroyed the outline so as to not invade the person's privacy. Though privacy is a clear human right that should not be taken lightly, the X-ray machines are not as invasive as they are being made out to be. Wouldn't you rather have the distorted, blurred, and ordinary outline of your body than a distracted, destroyed, and devastated city? Oh, it's not that bad if millions of people die as long as my privacy is intact. It is only right that we as a people choose to sacrifice a small portion of our privacy in order to keep the safety of the world. Back to you, Maren.
The world is rapidly growing. Technology is at its finest. It should not be acceptable to have large disasters and devastations occur that are easily preventable for the sake of someone misbelieving that their privacy and health are at risk, when this is not even the case. Thank you and good evening from all of us here at the studio.